Usher and Alicia Keys taking fans back to 2004 at the Super Bowl with their hit, My Boo.
Now another brother's taking over, but it's still in your right. That's my baby. See it no.
All right, everybody. Welcome into the show. I'm your man, KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach. And we're going to get into it tonight. As you guys all know, last night, Usher was getting it in on his Super Bowl experience, and he brought it. And it was a great show. But there was a couple of parts that need to be talked about. People were talking about it. People were uncomfortable with it. And I wanted to get into it. We got to talk about these things. And so for you guys that didn't see Usher, he gets cozy with Alicia Keys. And guess who's mad? We're going to talk about who is mad about this. But as we get into it, you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm hoping I don't get a YouTube slap for this. It's on YouTube, so I should be able to play it. Here we go.
We, not only made music together, but we support each other.
All right. So here's the picture, y'all. Here's the photo right here. Usher is arm in arm. He's in the arms. Alicia Keys is in his arms. And if you didn't know any better, you would say that was a kiss on the neck. If you didn't know any better, you would say that was a tight hug. If you didn't know any better, you would say, somebody might say, this is a picture of someone who is very comfortable together. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this. You can see that look, all I did was freeze it right there. And this looks like if you didn't know who these people were, you would say this is a couple in love. If you didn't know anybody in here, you would say, look at this fun couple. He's kissing her on the neck. He's squeezing her tight. And they must be a couple. They must be in love, right? But they were doing a performance, and people got hot about this. Some people got upset. Some people were saying, look, one lady said her husband, who doesn't follow any of this stuff, he said, isn't she married? Doesn't she have a husband? Doesn't she have somebody back at the house? What is this hug thing going on? Right? And she had to explain to him it was a performance. Is this a love affair or is this a performance? Now, we as regular people, all we see is two people together. Like, let's say we didn't know these two people. We see the two people together and we say, this must be a couple. But we also know that we're dealing in show business. And in show business, this sort of thing happens and it's no big deal to some people. Now, here's the point I want to raise about this. I personally don't believe that this is a big deal, right? But I do know also that plenty of stars have met their mate on the set on the acting set, right? Plenty of stars have met, have fallen in love, have come together, and have actually stayed together because of the love affair and the experience that they had on the set. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I got a couple of videos because now we got to also bring in Swiss Beats. He had something to say because you know how this stuff goes. People went nuts when they saw this and they wanted to know what he had to say about it. What did he say? Here's what he had to say. This was his thought about it. Swiss B said, y'all talking about the wrong thing. Y'all don't see that amazing dress covering the entire stadium, right? The stadium. And that dress was amazing, y'all. Come on now. He said tonight's performance was nothing but amazing with two amazing giants. Congrats to Usher and my love, Alicia Keys. That song is a classic. We don't do negative vibes on this side. We make history. Go see the Giants at Brooklyn Museum. It's open until July. Blessings. To me, that is a class act. This guy is class and he knows it. He knows the game. What is the game? The game is attention. The game is I want you to watch what we're doing. Now, if you are the kind of person who is insecure, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. If you're the kind of person who's insecure, you cannot have this right here. You don't qualify to have your wife as a performer, right? Listen, Alicia Keys married that guy because he understands the game. And he understands that this is a performer who needs eyeballs. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Alicia Keys has something coming up herself. She's not on stage for no reason. She's on stage because she is a performer and has probably got something cooking. My girl LaDonna's here. What's up, LaDonna? She says, I don't think it's a big deal. Both are happy in relationships. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I'm telling you, there's somebody who would be uncomfortable with this picture of them all together, all hugged up. Somebody would be upset about this picture right here. Let me bring back the picture. Somebody, I don't know who, but somebody would not like this picture. Very cozy, very together, and it, somebody gonna say that don't look right. That don't look right. That's not. Now we can admit this picture right here, I just froze it. This looks like a couple in love. Now, listen to this, y'all. I don't put it past anybody. Let's be honest. I don't put it past anybody to turn something innocent, something fun into something of a spark, right? Now, Alicia Keys, I think Alicia Keys is. Let me ask, how old is Alicia Keys? I think she's like 46 or something. Let me see. How old is Alicia Keys? Let's see. My computer's moving slow. If somebody else can come up with it. 43. Alicia Keys is 43 years old. She's a mother, she's a wife, and she's a performer, right? Now, of course, I'm going to tell you, if you saw this picture, you would get concerned, right? But her husband is not concerned. And so here's something else you guys got to realize. You're not looking at regular people. When you see Alicia Keys and you see Usher, like these people are not regular people, right? I'm gonna show you why. Because we got this video. This is the new one that's dropped. The newest video on what's happening. So here it is. You guys get to see it.
Usher is a married man. The 45-year-old R&B icon and his longtime girlfriend, Jennifer Goycochea, reportedly tied the knot after obtaining a marriage license in Las Vegas.
All right. So they got married. Who knew? So after the Super Bowl activity, Usher and his long-term girlfriend, Jennifer, I can't say what kind of last name that is, Gochea, got married, showing you that this is a performance. He was performing. Okay? He's performing. He's not, this isn't to be taken seriously. He's performing. He's been seeing this woman for quite a while, quite a few years after he got divorced. This is like Usher's third marriage. This is the second lady that he was married to, whose son passed away. And and she was the older lady too. She was probably like 9 years older than him. But so this is his current wife. He walked right out of there and got married to a woman. So this tells you that this lets you know, LaDonna, I don't think that he has children with this lady. She left a comment over there. I don't think that he has children with this woman. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that out. But I know that he has 2 children. I think he has 2 children with the other lady. Okay, he does. All right, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. He got kids with her. Okay. I know they were together for quite a while, and they were pretty cool, rocking together. All right. So he's doing his thing. And so this is what we're talking about, right? Sometimes people don't understand that they're watching a show. Even, you know what? Even when he was in Las Vegas and he came up to the ladies and was trying to dance with the ladies, and everybody was passing out. Oh my God! Oh my God! Right? It was a performance. This is a performance. This right here was a performance. Now, I know to some of y'all, it looks super real and you wouldn't be comfortable. Some of y'all couldn't handle your woman in the arms of another man like this. You couldn't handle it because you don't have the maturity level and the comfort of your positioning in your woman's life. Some of y'all like, look, ain't nobody gonna have their hands all over my woman. You can't have your hands all over my woman. But she's a performer, right? And I guarantee you, if you had that kind of mentality with your woman and you were in this business, she wouldn't be with you, because you don't understand relationships. So let's talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about this. How do people get so insecure? How do people get so insecure that they can't stand to see, even somebody who's in the business of performing, they can't stand it. You couldn't say what I said here. Drawing attention away from the negative and talking about something as amazing as the dress she had on. Some of y'all couldn't handle being the spouse of a superstar. They live a different life. They live a different life. They have a different kind of relationship. They don't have regular relationships like you and I. So my question is, how come you are so insecure? What makes you so insecure? Now, look, I'm open to hearing what other people have to say on this. Do you think that it went too far? Do you think that this right here is too much? Do you think this is too much? All this closeness. Do you think that you would be uncomfortable with Usher having his arms around your lady like this? And if you say yes, guess what? This is not the kind of relationship for you. So here's my thought on it. I really believe that everybody has to have the kind of relationship that you can manage. Everybody can't handle this right here. Every woman can't handle their man wrapping his arms around another woman and romancing a woman on stage. But Usher's new wife can. And that's how she gets to be Usher's new wife. Some men can't handle, some men can handle this right here, seeing this. What looks like almost like a kiss on the neck. And a man romancing your woman. But you can handle this if you are secure. How do you get to security? How do you get to security? You get to security by having really first communication, right? It took, I'm sure it took them quite a bit of talking and communicating for them to get to the level that this man could send his wife out and she have this kind of performance. Quite a bit of talk, quite a bit of conversation had to happen, right? And most people are not willing to have this much conversation. That's why you can't have that kind of relationship. Most men are not ready for this, but guess what? This lady right here is very secure.
Girlfriend Jennifer Goycochea reportedly
Her name is Goycochea. What a name.
tied the knot after obtaining a marriage license in Las Vegas ahead of his highly anticipated.
Okay, so just before the performance, they tied the knot. All right. Yes. LaDonna's right. When you understand entertainment and real life are two different things. People didn't understand. I'm watching some of the comments on Instagram and on Facebook and all of that, and people did not understand that this was a performance. This was not real. It was a performance. It was practiced. It didn't take anybody by surprise. It was practice. It was performance. It was like watching a play, right? And they knew what kind of reaction they were going to get, and they wanted you talking about them on Monday morning. And guess what? Guess what happened on Monday morning? People were fully engaged in the conversation. Fully engaged in the conversation on Monday morning about Usher and this performance. But you didn't hear too much about this right here. This got past him. That he asked this woman to be his wife. This is his ex-wife. He asked this woman to be his wife, and he's moving on. So, security, right? How do you get to be secure? How do you get to be secure? Open and frank communication. Now, I know people who are together and they never have any kind of open and frank conversation. And you cannot grow that way. You can't. This guy gets to be here with this woman, and this woman gets to be here because she understands the game. She understands that she is marrying a performer who does all of this stuff for a performance, but she gets the real thing back at the house. Yes, people are upset. People were real upset. Yes. The storyboard, yes. Choreography, they knew who was coming on the stage. Look, they knew where to position the piano. She practiced taking off the cape. She stepped out and she was looking good. Now let's be honest. She stepped out and she was looking good. Okay. That's why everybody flew up. because nobody would have flew up if she wasn't looking good. She stepped out and she was looking good. They practiced the whole hugging, dancing, all of that. And then whoever the director was like, all right, and cut. And they cut it. So that's the way it is. And the sooner people get comfortable with the idea that they're watching entertainment. Look, all this Instagram stuff and the TikTok and all of that, all these videos has people thinking that everything is real. Even the songs they sing, they don't write these songs. I heard somebody talking about Beyonce's songs. Almost all those number one hits were written by a man. All that girl power talk. Written by a man. It's a performance. Mad because she didn't get Artist of the Year. I mean, okay. It's a performance. She got to turn into Sasha Fierce. She got to turn into somebody else to perform. It's a performance. And it's not real. It's choreography. It's not real. My man had his Michael Jackson glove on. I don't understand it either. It's like, you know what? It's like watching those cop shows and thinking that like the guy really got shot. And being like, oh no, how could they shoot the police officer like that? It was a performance. It was acting. There was no ammunition. It was a cap. It wasn't real. And you need to understand that none of this stuff is real either. It's not real. It's the same as the WWF or WWE. Same stuff. It's the same. So this is funny. It's hilarious, but it's the conversation because we have such a culture that is nervous, uncomfortable with something that is different. We have a culture that is uncomfortable with somebody who is playing essentially playing against the rules. But these people are playing to their own rules. They're not playing to your rules. And Swiss Beats took the opportunity to shine a light on his wife's dress and to promote what he got going on there in at their spot. All right. So I love how it worked out. Yes, that's why they call them entertainers. That is the reason they're called entertainers. Why? Because they entertain. He said, come to the Brooklyn Museum. Now that I got y'all attention, come to the Brooklyn Museum. Beautiful. That was a beautiful response. So, but I want to hear what y'all got to say. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on this. This was funny. It was an interesting situation, but my man did an amazing job on the he did an amazing job on the halftime show. To me, it was one of the best. They had so many elements going on. They brought Las Vegas to Atlanta, brought Atlanta to Las Vegas, to the world, and they did their thing, and it was really cool. If people never been to Atlanta, they have now. Even all those circus performers. There's some circus performers here in Atlanta, buddy. But that's the way it is. So look, all right, y'all. Look, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I got more. I got to check out the reactions. I got some reaction videos that I'm dropping here, and I got one coming up right after this. So hit that, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.